this is going to be their college experience, and they're going to reflect on this the rest of their lives. And so I want to make it as much as it can be.
They just treat us so well. They take us to places like this.
We try to really expose them to as many things as we can over the course of their 4 years.
Networking events and playing a game against Air Force and watching the football game and doing ropes courses with the cadets here.
We flew in and, loaded the bus and went immediately over to the indoor box lacrosse center.
Yeah, we got hooked up. Our helmets are sick.
And the look on guys' faces when they saw them all lined up, because we didn't tell them about it.
I was just like, all right, game on, let's go. Get me those right now, like, let's go play.
It's like crazy just seeing all the players and coaches here.
Let's go! We're preparing for February.
Get good practice at that.
We spend 2 hours kind of on the box. That was a lot of fun. The guys really enjoyed that. And man, when you're doing that, you get repetitions and you get a lot of touches, and I think that's going to be beneficial to everything from our skill set to our understanding of the two-man game. And come back over to the academy and do the ropes course.
I'm not sure how anyone's gonna do on this. It's a little rickety, a little old here. So I'm scared for all of us, honestly.
The ropes course was a good time. Didn't know what to expect. I'm not a big heights guy, but I did a couple things that are kind of out of my element, so it was fun to do that. Yeah, so you throw the ball against the wall, it comes back, and you try to catch it or grab it. It hit Coach's foot. He played along and ran to the wall, and we got him, so he had to, put his back to us. We had to throw a ball at him. None of us felt comfortable doing that. We asked the Air Force coach to throw the ball at him.
Leadership training stuff, some team building things that they do. The Air Force team is here helping our guys do that, which is very neat. And I think it's been a lot of fun. More than anything else, they're just having fun with it. But I think there are going to be some lessons in there and how cooperation and leadership and teamwork, because some of these things are pretty challenging if you don't work together. But more than that, it's just fun and a chance for our guys to enjoy being out here.
It's been great. We just always have a lot of fun no matter what we're doing.
That's family, man. That's who we are.
I think about all those years ago when Coach Corrigan called me. He and my brother were roommates at UVA, and he had, $1,500 and a couple of, food coupons to pay me with. And I went to grad school, and it all started, 20 plus years ago.
My dad was a lacrosse coach. When I was born in 1958, my dad had just become the lacrosse coach at University of Virginia. So I know from whence the game came, I've seen it over my entire life.
He's got an unbelievable mind for the game, and I feel like the luckiest assistant coach out there, having the coach under him and Jerry as well. This trip's about humility, I think.
The culture of our sport, the culture of the community of lacrosse is give back.
It's always an experience to be humbled to go into a place like the hospital.
It's kind of hard to see, but he signed his initials and then put a little smiley face next to it. So hopefully it'll be on for the next few weeks and always remind us of the Colorado Children's Hospital.
I started whenever I was 14, and then I beat it, and then relapsed, beat it, and then relapsed again. I just got out of impatience, so I'm like, that's great. There's no reason not to smile. Yeah.
You take for granted the power you have to help other people and influence other people, and I think it's nice to have some perspective on your own blessings, I think, sometimes.
I came in my freshman year, I was injured, I was in a back brace, and never felt like I wasn't part of the team, and that was the biggest thing. Now, as a starter and a captain, I'm kind of seeing both sides of it. No one's left out.
Coach always talks about how it's about the Notre Dame experience. It's about when you leave from your 4 years of Notre Dame, how he wants it to be, you know, the complete package.
You know, all our guys are very, very familiar with the Notre Dame football game. You know, you get quickly indoctrinated into what that is on our campus, but it's neat to go somewhere else and see them compete there.
Football games are great. You know, I've been going to them since I was a little kid, so I've always loved them. You know, the student section is awesome.
When that ended, we jumped on the bus and came down here to play Air Force. It's a step in the process of getting ready for the season, and we'll use it that way.
And here's the other thing, you guys knew what it was going to be. We didn't tell you it was going to be one thing during recruiting, it became something else, right? We told you it was going to be hard, it was going to be demanding, right? And all we expect is that you're your best self out here on every second. And it doesn't mean you're going to be perfect, right? But you take no seconds off, right? You play with unbelievable passion and teamwork with each other, and the chips fall where they fall. We win, we lose, but you can walk off the field knowing that you were your best self. And whether you're on campus or in the classroom, all that stuff, right? That's all we expect. That's the only promise that we expect from you guys. You know, there's nothing guarantees about winning and national championships, all that stuff. If you do that, we're going to be where we want to be, right? Let's start being that, all right? Let's start today, all right? Here we go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Commit on three. 1, 2, 3. Commit.
Find your spacing now. There you go. Woo! You are not looking at the clock. You're not waiting for the clock. You'll hear the horn and the whistle. Just play till the end. All right. Here we go. Your boys are very good. 10 heavy.
The short answer is we're going to play. You know, Coach has his fingers on the pulse of what that experience is going to be. And because of that, how do we add fun and learning about yourself and interaction with other people, and then surrounded by the Notre Dame Lacrosse community, the Notre Dame University community? That makes it a pretty compelling trip.
So we had a dinner tonight with individuals from multiple fields, professionals in the area, to just talk to the guys about what it's like to be in those professional fields, and then some insights into how to go about good decision making, how to go about resume building or interviewing, and just the networking process, because again, one of the best parts about the Notre Dame family is this network.
So they called a few local alum who went to school and said, come on out and talk to the team. They're going to be here for a while. They're going to be at a dinner. So make some connections. Maybe they're interested in your line of work or whatnot. So I can't tell you how valuable this kind of stuff is for them and for us. I love doing it. I'm Vic Lombardi. I'm the only alum not named Murphy here in the league.
You will find that Notre Dame people will go well out of their way for another Notre Dame grad. It's in talking with people from other universities, there is no greater sense of family than the Notre Dame family.
They need to leverage this opportunity into something better to make the difference in the world. And I know some of the kids I met tonight are going to do that.
And so if they can understand that those skills translate to life after sport, because it ends, right, for all of us, whether that's tomorrow after injury, or 4 years after a college career, or 40 years after an awesome professional career, your sport ends. So who are you then? And so if they can understand that these skills they learned through lacrosse and at Notre Dame are going to prepare them to be leaders in their community, leaders of their families, and having a positive influence on this world, these guys are set up to do that.
I really want them to understand who they are and where they came from here, to keep them humble and to keep giving back when they graduate, because that's the key, is that it keeps going like that, back and forth.
Just the fact that you know, this is something that happens every year, I think really separates us from other programs.
Notre Dame has just been so rewarding for me.
It means everything to me.
It's not being a great lacrosse player, it's not being just a great student, it's the whole package, and something that, you know, we hold each other accountable to be.
Notre Dame's a great school, but there are a lot of great schools, but I think our team specifically is really second to none. It's a great place to be, you know, and especially, you know, have a rough day with tests or anything, it's great to come out, practice, you know, be with your boys for 2 hours, even if it's, you know, going through tough practice, you go through it together.
Another part of it's just, you know, the kind of kids that I get the chance to coach at Notre Dame. They're terrific kids, and I can't imagine, you know, where I would be anywhere where I'd be with better kids. The community of people there, you know, I'm better for having spent time at Notre Dame. We're getting up early in the morning, 6 a.m., climb up the incline.
I don't want to talk about that. That's going to be brutal.
Over about 3/4 of a mile, it rises over 2,000 feet in altitude. And so you're basically kind of power walking, half climbing, half, you know, crawling at the end to get up this thing.
It was really awesome. Going up was pretty hard, straight steps, like a 70-degree angle. But coming down, there was trails coming back, weaving around the backside of the mountain that were pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the challenge is going up, but you want to stop so bad, you want to turn around, but you get to a certain point where turning around's even longer, and so I think that what we did just forces you to work your ass off. You know, you can't take a break.
It was awesome. I'm really glad we did it.
It was cool to turn around at the top and see the sun over the mountains. It was a really cool experience.
Made the 5 a.m. wake-up call worth it.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a great way to kind of end the trip with a real challenge, with something that you know, our guys can walk away with, you know, again, fun, sense of achievement, working together, you know, and challenging each other. You know, a lot of good team elements there as we, you know, finish the weekend off.
It's an experience. It's not just playing athletics. It's not just being on a team. It's more than that. I think things that you learn not only on the field, but just being a part of a team on and off the field, it sets you up far beyond anyone who's, you know, just kind of a student in school.
The camaraderie between the team is something you won't find anywhere else.
Even if it's like hard, it's still fun. It's a great experience, great memory with some of your best friends, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the word. I think community's the word that you hear with Notre Dame a lot, and hopefully the sense never leaves them that they're always part of our Notre Dame lacrosse community, and that they can reach back and help the people who are there now, and that community will be there to help them when they need it too.